Alright. How's it going? How y'all doing? That's great to hear. Um, we are back with mixing this song of mine, and yeah, I don't know. We're more or less finished, but also not. Like we're making good progress, but something's missing. So we gotta figure out what that thing is. And cards on the table, I did do some stuff off stream on this, just cause late night last week I was sick with the old COVID there, and I couldn't sleep, so I started working on it, but I also didn't feel like going on a live stream. So I did a little tiny bit of stuff on there, which I guess I'll show you all in due time. So let's get to it. And as always, if there's problems with the audio, y'all will let me know, and we'll try to fix it. So that's that. All right, let's hit it. Let's see where we are, because it's been a while. I don't even remember where I am. So yeah, let's see where we are. I said, let's see where we are. Nope, that's not good. Alright, some stuff is using up way too much resource. One is this guy. Oh, of course you're using up way too much resources. It's like all the stuff are active. And then guitar verb is also doing the same thing, and I'm not even using those yet, so that should take care of that. And then there's the snare reverb, which I don't even know if we're using that yet, but I think I'm using that actually. It's alright. Now we're down to less CPU. Let's see what happens.
It appears that we made a mistake. Wipe the hard drives. Let's get the fuck out of here, and we'll be on the run for the rest of our lives. Our stories will be told. We'll be like Bonnie and Clyde. So go pack today, we say our goodbyes. We'll find a town to start our new life of lies. But I just can't figure it out. as we stop to fill our lungs. And if you leave and say we're through, I'll use what's left of my life to come crawling back to you. And will we crash? And will we burn? Or one day get tired of coming and find our way back home, where our time has moved on, and we can change our names and wear disguise and watch the show go on. Are we or is this world? Or maybe we're from another planet and we sail here through the stars after.
Alright, so one thing is everything's gotten really loud. And we gotta do something about that. So let's do something about that. And right here, this stuff is just way too loud. Let's see what's going on. I don't remember turning this up, but it's not bad. Alright, so one thing I want to do is I'm going to use the old limiter on the drum bus trick. It's not a trick, really. It's you put a limiter on the drum bus. That's it. And we can give that a little bit of a ceiling, and that'll hopefully do our thing for us. I think the kick can come down a little bit. And these guitars are just way too loud. Let's turn those down.
Will our past leave us alone, or will it catch up to us one?
Hello, Philip. How's it going? Good to have you here. I listened to your mix and it was awesome. Great job on that. Hello, Rumi. Wow, everybody's here. Well, everybody's not here, but a good number of people are here. Good to see y'all. I guess I'll show my face until my computer starts complaining. So one thing is about this line. Let's put a solo in front there. I feel like this line maybe can just stop. I don't know. I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about not having that there. So I guess let's try it. If I mute this bit.
Will they see right through our smiles? Will our past leave us alone? Or will it catch up to us one day as we stop to fill our lungs? And if you leave and say, will they see right through our smiles? Will our past leave us alone? Or will it catch up to us one day as we stop to fill our lungs? And if you leave and say we're through, I'll use what's left of my life.
Yes, still production choices for sure. Oh, I'm glad you could catch this live. Where do you live that you're usually in bed? I'm assuming, I guess, Europe?
Will they see right through our smiles? Will our past leave us alone? Or will it catch up to us one?
So that's actually not a bad. It definitely like freed up the space on the song, but the problem is I really like these lines. So what about if we cut this? That could be a choice as well. Because really these are just straight chords. They're boring.
Will they see right through our smiles? Will our past leave us alone? Or will it catch up to us one day as we stop to fill our lungs? And if you leave and say we're through, I'll use what's left of my life to come crawling back to you. And will we cry?
Yeah, I feel like that I can get more behind. Yeah, I think so. That's what I always do to my songs. Yeah, I think you really, somebody else should mix your songs so you don't have to choose between your babies. But hey, who's trying to mix my songs? Nobody. If anybody wants to mix my songs, be my guest. I'll send you all the stuff. So I did something to the drums, which I like the sound of, but it's just really kind of crowding up the place. Oh, Hungary and Romania, cool. I've been to both of those. I've been to Sziget in Hungary, and I actually played the Sziget festival. Sziget festival. That was a lot of fun in 2015. And I've been to Bucharest as well. I actually have not been to Budapest. Would love to go to Budapest. Yeah, so I added this double delay situation to my drums, which I'm really digging. But I don't know, I'm not like, it's really kind of crowding up the song. Maybe I want them a little less wide too. this is a delay, like a heavily filtered delay going into supermassive. But it definitely like really kind of crowds up the mids of the song. Maybe in fact, if I move this a little and 1, 2, so that we kind of stay out of the way of the vocals. I don't even know what I did here. Let's put this pulse. Now it's a little less kind of abrasive at least.
Today we say.
Now it's not really even coming through, so that's great.
Today we say our goodbyes. We'll find it out.
My band played a few in Seagate. Okay, it was a Seagate, yeah. More than 10 years ago when it was more metal. Oh, I didn't know it was metal because, I mean, yeah, the band I played with was definitely, we were not metal. We were more like something along the lines of, I guess, indie with a little bit of extra, like, bells and whistles. Yeah, there is already a high-pass filter on this. It's just on the sides, though. Let's make it stereo.
Today we say our goodbyes. We'll find it out. To start our new life of lies. But I just can't figure it out. Will they see fear in our eyes? Our newfound friends. Will they see right through our smiles? Will our past leave us alone? Or will it catch up to us one day as we stop to fill our lungs? And if you leave and say we're through, I'll use what's left of my life to calm.
Okay, I made an executive decision. These are going. This is staying. In fact, to make my decision real executive, I'm gonna delete these. Well, they're not really deleted because non-destructive, but I'm just committing. Yeah, get out of here. I'm just committing to this.
Will our past leave us alone? Or will it catch up to us one day as we stop to fill our lungs? And if you leave and say we're through,
Then we can amp this stuff up a little bit. We
will our past leave as we stop to fill our lungs. And if you leave and say we're through, I'll use what's left of my life to come crawling back to you. And will we crash? And will we burn? Or one day get tired of coming and find our way back home, where our time has moved on.
Why is this snare reverb so loud? It shouldn't be. How are you clipping? I don't understand. Oh, this is why. Maybe a little less aggressive like that. And the drive is way too much. Thing, or not the last thing, but one thing I gotta kind of give some love to is this. Well, I mean, for starters, why is this in the middle?
Life to come crawling back to you. And will we crash? And will we burn? Or one day get tired of coming and find our way back.
The stick isn't too clicky. Oh yeah, I heard that too. Yeah. I'm gonna tend to that as well. I felt the same way. It's just a little bit too loud. I think if it's just like a few dB quieter, it'll be okay. I like that it's like, and then gets out of the way. But yeah, it needs a little more of a thing. This thing is something.
To come.
I'm gonna try something crazy on this. Let's get nuts, everybody. Let's get nuts, everybody. Really, we don't need the monitor stereo stuff in Reaper.
To come crawling back to you.
There's a setting here that I really like. Is it this one? Alright, it's time to turn off my webcam because it's getting too clicky, poppy, weirdy, woody. It's not this one. I think that is the one, but we gotta do some stuff to it. My computer is barking. The first note. This? Strange how? Funny how? Yeah, how do you mean strange? And what's this crap? I'm gonna delete this. I love deleting stuff. That's my mixing trick. Delete everything. Let's do a little bit of the old black hole on this baby. Just trying to use up all my reverbs so they don't feel left out. And black hole sounds good. And I think I want to send this to the black hole. I'm gonna mute these for now.
I'll use what's left of my life.
Just maybe do a little bit of automation on the size. That could be cool. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. And you get a little bit of EQ. I think I want to cut both the lows and a little bit of the highs. I want a little bit of modulation. Yeah, do something like that. Do some stuff like that. Do some stuff like that. I'm gonna do a knob situation. Let's knob it up. Select that map. Let's do this and let's do this. And let's put this in touch mode. The law says you can't touch, but I think I see a lot of lawbreakers out there.
Left of my life to come crawling back to you.
Wait, hold on. Why isn't this writing? Can you write? Why isn't it writing? Am I on the wrong thing? I am on the wrong thing, dumbass. I should put the yeah, I am on the wrong thing. You gotta be on church. The law says you can't touch. But I think I'm gonna bring it out there. Alright.
Left of my life to come crawling back to you.
I don't like when it goes into minor. Something like that. But then I didn't like it when it went into the old negatives there. So all we can do is can just kind of make the bottom a little zoop, and also make the top a little whoop, and let's just follow this until the sound is dead. Just like that. Automation. Crazy stuff, yeah. I hope it sits in the mix, but probably it will just get lost. There's so much crap going on this mix, really. And there shouldn't be. Like the vocals should just
Left of my life to come crawling back to you. And will we crash? And will we burn? Or one day get tired of coming and find our way back home, where our time has moved on, and we can change our names and dirty skies and watch the show go on. Are we or is this world? Or maybe we're from another planet and we sail through the stars after all. Here we are, but sometimes I just cannot shake the thought that
this bass is too loud. I can keep it down.
left of my life to come crawling back to you. And will we crash? And will we burn? Or one day get tired of coming and find our way back home, where our time has moved on, and we can change our names and wear disguise and watch the show go on. Are we or is this world?
Yeah, now it's still just kind of like muddy and not really coming through, and just really if it's not there,
Left of my life to come crawling back to
taking
you.
stuff out.
And will we crash? And will we burn? Or one day get tired of coming and find our way back home,
up, but then I'm gonna turn the whole thing down.
Left of my life to come crawling back to you. And will we crash? And will we burn? Or one day get tired of coming and find our way back home where
These guitars are not coming through. Nothing's coming through. It's all just insanity. Everything is kind of insanity. So we gotta really make some executive decisions, take a bunch of stuff out. Like, what are you? Get out of here. It's too late. I really feel like I castrated the drums as soon as I brought everything down to a logical level. So you know what that means? That means I did not compress enough. That's what that means. Wow, my computer is not happy. Let's see. Let's see what's the troublemaker. It's the snare verb. Get out of here, snare verb then. And the PBHKS effects. That's not even, you're not even part of my thing. Maybe it's this, I mean, now maybe it is this limiter. That's not like even have the true peak limiting off on this one. That's one thing. I'm compressing the hell out of these. What else? What's going on over here? Yeah, I mean, this guy needs different type. Now, I mean, the vocals are too loud. I mean, let's just be honest here. Now I can turn this down. Save before, yes, real drums on this baby. Yeah, real. And now we can turn some stuff up like the has kick has no prominence on this motherfucker. Kick's got no presence up in here. This thing is still too loud. Let's just turn it down properly, like that. And same thing with these noises here. Turn them down a bunch. This is that thing Downworld talks about. You pump everything up, then you gotta turn everything down, then you're right back where you started. And in the meantime, you know, your damn... Oh no, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. And in the meantime, you ruin your mix. Like, the drums down here are just a mess. I think this doesn't even need to be here. Though when they are. Let's just have them a little quieter. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I do have that. I can show you what that is, Craig H. That is solo in front, which I put on my toolbar. So if you have this enabled, like you just run the action once and it becomes on, then yeah, when you solo in front, when you hit solo on something, everything else is just turned down. And then there's this other action called adjust solo in front dim mouse, MIDI CC mouse wheel only. I have that to shift, control, and horizontal wheel. So when I do a thing, So when I have, if this is off, it solos like that. If it's on, we hear everything else. And then with Command Shift and mouse wheel, I can turn the dim amount on the stuff that is not soloed. Yeah, super useful for mixing, so that you kind of, because you know I can solo stuff and then make a really good drum tone, but in the mix it won't sound good. So that's why. Back to you, and will we crash, and will we burn, or one day get tired of coming? I want to see something. Let's try this. Back to you, and will we crash, and will we burn, or one day get tired of coming and find our way back home, where our time has moved on, and we can change. And then we can go to our guitar, and we'll turn this down on back to you. And we can even go something like this. Back to you, and will we crash, and will we burn, or one day get tired of coming and find our way back home, where our time has moved on, and we can change our names and wear disguise and watch the show go on. Are we real, or is this wild, or maybe we're from another? Wow, this is way too much clicks and pops. This is driving me nuts. How annoying is this, everybody? It's pretty annoying, right? So what should we do? What should we do? What should we do? I mean, one thing I can do is this. Yeah, let's start freezing stuff, man. And to do that, I'll do a bit of this, a little bit of that. And I've actually never tried this, but I think this is how it works. Let's give it a go. Alright, that works. And then I can just mute this stuff. And in fact, I'm just going to hide this stuff as well. Yeah, it does. I mean, because it looks good, right? So, so that's why. Yeah, when I have a few of those floating, then it's like, yeah, then it's game over for everybody else. Very, very true indeed. I'm also just gonna try and mute / freeze a bunch of stuff and see if that helps. Same thing here, really. We're working on this part. We can take a whole drum bus out of the equation. And then the same thing we did there, I'm going to do here as well on this kick in. See, ooh, I think possibly the overhead. I really wish this wasn't alphabetical, If anybody from if anybody from the old Fab Filter Factory is watching this, please don't make this alphabetized. Doesn't do anything for me. Okay? Alright, thank you. I'm doing this wrong. I'm doing this absolutely wrong. What a dumbass. I gotta do the reverse of what I'm doing. Sorry. I gotta come over here. Why is there like 6 EQs on this too? And why are all these EQs zeroed out? This is something weird is happening. Something weird is happening, but I don't know what. Yeah, something hella strange is going on. Or did I forget to save? I don't know. Yeah, it's really the streaming, right? If it wasn't streaming, I mean, it would it would run okay. But yeah. Like, I mean, this is why my kick's not coming through. I think I'll go through. And will we crash? And will we burn? Or one day get tired of coming and find our way back home, where our time has moved on. Alright, the kick's starting to come through. Never too much EQ, yeah. It's really just EQ, right? Like everything else is gravy when it comes to mixing. And then another thing, yeah, I feel like maybe some of these EQs were reset or something, cause like how come I don't have anything on my kick yet? Okay, so another thing I want to do with these two babies, and imagine 2 freaking Pro Qs open at the same time. I think, yeah, this is what I did. I had my kick out, pump out all the boominess. It's starting to sound a little Slipknotty though. Now the kick out is doing the subs, and the kick in is doing the non-subs. Have I checked the phase? Yeah, at one point. At one point, I definitely did. I'll check the phase in a second. I mean, one easy way to check phase. Something interesting that happens when you use R bass actually is that sometimes you flip it out of phase and it starts sounding better because when things phase in the low end, like you just get these like resonant boosts sometimes that sounds just that sounds really good. But yeah, I agree. It's a bit of a Slipknot-y kick. I think I like the kick out. I think my problem is the kick in. So let's work on that. And every once in a while, it's good to check this. Or I guess I can't do that because of the gates. But I could put the gates on the item and get them out of here. And do the same over here. I'll even take... Again, why is this gate before that gate? There must be a reason. There's always a reason. But I just forget. Alright, let's check this out. I mean, this sounds better, so whatever I'm doing is crazy. Yeah, I know. I had a discussion with Dan Worrell on that. I was like, doesn't it bother you? And it doesn't seem to bother him, but it definitely bothers me. I mean, normally, right? Like, what happens with mono is, like, say in Pro Tools or whatever. I'll show you my face because I'll probably be doing things with my hands. Like in Pro Tools or whatever, right? If you have a mono track, it's mono, it's taking one channel at the track level. But eventually, as it's making its way to the output, at one point it becomes stereo. In Reaper, that point is right on the track. So if you got one, so you know, like again in Pro Tools or whatever other DAW you have, your track is mono. It's going to be mono for some time, and then it's sent to output 1 and 2. If it's centered, it's sent to both equally. If it's panned, then like the balance of that is adjusted. In Reaper, that happens at the track level already. So at the track level, you have one in, you have two outs. But I think like one issue becomes, say I got a element that's hard panned left. Like I have a guitar hard panned left. I want to send it to a mono reverb that's hard panned right. You can't just route from one to the other because they won't see each other that way, because the one is sending to the one and the two is sending to the two, but there's nothing on the two at the source, and there's nothing has to be on the one in the destination. So in those cases, it gets a little bit weird that it's like that, but now I'm used to it. I don't really care anymore. One cool thing about it is that, like, back in Pro Tools days, whoops, wrong thingamajig. Back in Pro Tools days, when you were working with something like waves, right? You have like all of these different types. You have one mono for mono tracks, you have one stereo for stereo tracks. Then you have a mono to stereo if you want to put something on a mono track and make it stereo. But in Reaper, you can actually just use the stereo. You don't need the monos at all. And one thing I used to think was that mono like takes less resources than stereo. And that's to an extent true for something like the Abbey Road plates, like a reverb. But when it comes to EQs and stuff, it is a total non-factor, like mono versus stereo. Now, dual mono takes more space than stereo, but if it's mono or stereo, either way, it's like next to no extra resources are spent on that. So then now you can just use the stereo ones. And I used to just have the stereo ones visible. There must have been a reason that I changed that. Yeah, the plugins are not ready for repair. Yeah, exactly. Um, and Waves and all those companies, like Waves is doing the exact same thing that Avid is doing, is that they're trying to be like the industry standard in film, at least, like not in music. In music, people don't respect waves, but in the film world, like wave stuff is highly respected and industry standard. So Waves, Isotope, all these companies, they are like optimizing their shit for Pro Tools, right? So Isotope is the same deal, where it's really optimized to be used on Audio Suite, and there's some compromises made there. Like most Isotope modules aren't really meant to be ran as plugins. They're meant to be run in like a destructive environment, like Pro Tools, Audio Suite. But of course, Reaper is very intelligent, and there's a little bit of something for everybody. Like when it comes to the old Audio Suite. Okay, we don't have Audio Suite, but I can always put a plugin on an item and then glue it, and that's basically a destructive process, except that you get to also keep the source file. Yeah, so really that's what that is. But yeah, I totally agree. Like it used to bother me, and still occasionally it causes trouble, just because my brain still is thinking in terms of like the old DAWs and the old mixing consoles, where mono is mono until the output. Uh, but yeah, I see the like I see the Reapers. I see the benefits to how Reaper's doing it. All right, this is garbage. I'm just gonna start over again with this kick out, kick in stuff. I swear to God, I had this EQ dialed in real nice, and now I don't know what's going on. I don't even know what we're looking at anymore, but we don't need to look at it anymore. How do I stop looking at this? Can you get out of my face? No. Nope, that's not the one either. I just wanna get back to the way things work. Can we do that? No. Alright. Well, I guess I'll just make it kick out. And you're like, kick out who? What is this kick out B2? Oh, you bought it after 2 weeks? That's cool. I definitely used up the trial mode, but I was sold. I'm trying to think. There was one Kenny Joya video I watched, and I was like, "Oh, that's it. Like, there's no more contest." And I think it was just item effects, right? Because I used to audio suite stuff, and then, um, and it was just so annoying to audio suite things because you kind of lost the original unless you made copies. And at the time, I was working in game audio. So, I mean, like, when it came to game audio, like, once I watched a few Kenny Joya videos, saw, like, wildcards and item effects and custom actions, I was like, I mean, it's a no-brainer. Why the hell am I, like, manually renaming 100 sound assets for a video game in Pro Tools like an idiot when in Reaper I can, like, make one action, set up a few wildcards, and I'm done. And the irony is, at the time, I was like 80% done with the game. So Reaper made my life easy for like 2 weeks. And then the game ended. We released it. And I've not worked in games since then. But yeah, I mean, I love Reaper. I can't think of even going back to other stuff. Every once in a while, I open like Logic Pro or Ableton, and I like enjoy them. I enjoy the sounds and instruments that they have and stuff. But when it comes to editing, I'm like, this is just painfully slow, and I can't change the hotkeys. It's ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't know why I'm doing this. I guess I'm going with a little bit more of a like conservative approach. As soon as I play stuff, this is getting very obnoxious and annoying. And then another thing I'm gonna do to this is that I'm gonna do some little bit of saturation. Let's see what they got for us in terms of this stuff. Let's try some of the presets. I don't like it. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. Should I go analog man and get one of these in there? Let's give it a try. I'll try anything. And again, you just gotta when it's Reaper, just use the stereo version. Oh my god, this is so annoying now that I'm thinking of quitting this. Oh, yay! Let me hide my face. Um, what's the buffer at? Asks. My buffer is like at 2048 right now. Um, I've used Logic a bit just for editing drums a few years ago. Ableton, I've learned to use it live. Yeah, Logic for editing is like, I mean, like after Reaper, it's just embarrassing. But some stuff about Logic is really cool. I think what helped was just kind of getting it a little bit of 100 hertz boost. Now I can bring this up. Studio One I really like to try. There are some really smart things Studio One does. And also just manually cut out some of this crap. Actually, I don't need to, whatever. That was better, though I don't know why I had to do all of that, because we already did all of that. Did we? I could have sworn that I did all of that. I don't know what the hell happened. Did I do some snapshot? Maybe cut some stuff out of the bass, which we froze the bass. Hi, thank you, Daniel. That's so nice to hear. Thank you for hanging out, Romy. I'm glad that we got to catch each other. Goodbye. Yeah, thank you, Daniel. That's so nice to hear. I feel like, yeah, I feel like we're getting somewhere on the low end.
And will we crash? And will we burn? Or one day?
Then we gotta work on this mess. Because they're just not coming through, are they?
Leave us alone, or will it catch up to us one day as we stop to fill our lungs? And if you leave and say we're through, I'll use what's left of my life to come crawling.
I always feel lazy EQing two overdriven guitars, so I always make them apparent. I always make them a folder and just EQ the folder. Because ain't nobody got time for that kind of shtick.
Will our past leave us alone, or will it catch up to us one day as we stop to fill our lungs? And if you leave and say we're through, I'll use what's left of my life to come crawling back to you. And will we crash? And will we burn? Or one day get tired of coming and find out?
I feel like at one point a child has done some EQing for me, because like, what was that EQ? That's why nothing was coming through. It was so MIDI.
Will I pass back to you? And will we crash? And will we burn? Or one day get tired of coming?
And then on the guitar, I always use this. This is one of my favorite plugins in terms of something that just works.
Back to you. And will we crash? And will we burn? Or one day get tired of coming and find our way back home, where our time has moved on, and we can change our names and
That EQ looks like Batman. This one? Yeah, it's a bit Batman-y. But hey, how good is this, eh?
back.
I mean, all it is a compressor with gain compensation, but somehow it works better than other compressors with gain compensation.
Back to you. And will we crash? And will we burn? Or one day get tired of coming and find our way back home, where our time has moved out of coming and find our way back home, where our time has moved on, and we can change our names and wear disguise and watch the show go on. Are we real, or is this wild? Or maybe we're from another planet and we sail here through the stars. After all, here we are. But sometimes I just cannot shake the thought that we don't
Even this stuff is too loud at the end. For me, the kick is the problem. Really, I'm finally getting to like the kick. But yeah, I see what you mean. I totes see your point. I guess I'll bring this down a little bit. Still feel like the guitar or the vocals are too much too. Just want to bring them down a little bit. The kicks on earphones sound tiny. Oh well, that's a problem that I know how to solve actually. That's a problem I know how to solve. Doinky doink. And that is this buddy boy right here. Yeah, MaxBass solves the earphone problem very well with a little bit of psychoacoustics action. So let me know if that made it better on earphones. I should also at one point switch to speakers and mute my mic and listen to it, but my partner's got a client right now, so I can't do that right now. Right? I think I'm fairly happy with the end here. How are we doing on time? I've been dicking around for 90 minutes. Unbelievable. What is that? Band 1 gain? Why did I? Who did I? How did I? Oh, okay, I remember. little sharpness over here. This guy's still too sharp on the high end.
It appears.
Oh, the kick's too loud? Okay, I'll take care of that.
That we made a mistake. Wipe the hard drives. Let's get the fuck out of here, and we'll be on the run for the rest of our lives. Our stories will be told.
Why do I have a pitch proof? That's not even a delay. Let's put a delay on here. And nope, none of these. One of these. And I think an extra de-esser. Doop doop boop boop boo 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 doop doop boo 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 boop 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 doo doo boop doo doo doo. Slap Elvis.
It appears that we made a mistake. Wipe the hard drives. Let's get the fuck out of here, and we'll be on the run for the rest of our lives. Our stories will be told. We'll be like Bonnie and Clyde.
Wait. If that looks like that, where did I...
So go pack
Shit, I put a high pass on something and I don't know what it was, but it wasn't the right thing. Oh, it is this. So where did I put the taps? I'm doing all kinds of dumb stuff. Oh, there it is. Alright. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, well, I don't hear that reverb as Elvis-y.
It appears that we made a mistake. Wipe the hard drives. Let's get the fuck out of here, and we'll be on the run for the rest of our lives. Our stories will be told. We'll be like Bonnie and Clyde.
I'm doing 0 EQ on the vocals just because it sounds good. Why fuck with it?
So go pack today, we say our goodbyes. We'll find a town to start our new life of lies. But I just can't figure it out. Will they see fear in our eyes? Our newfound friends. Will they see right through our smile? Will eyes, our newfound friends, will they see right through?
Oh yeah. I'm like, why is this sounding good? It's because there are no drums.
Today we say our goodbyes. We'll find a town to start our new life of lies. But I just can't figure it out. Will they see fear in our eyes? Our newfound friends. Will they see right through our smiles? Will our past leave us alone? Or will it catch up to us one day as we stop to fill our lungs? And if you
Yeah, this one is too clicky right here. So we can always just bring this one down.
And if you leave and say we're through, I'll use what's left of my life to come crawling back to you. And will we crash? And will we burn? Or one day get tired of coming and find our way back home, where our time has moved on, and we can change our names and wear disguise and watch
All right, I think I like that. Let's quit while we're ahead. The Jezebels. Oh, I gotta check them out. I haven't um, heard them. Or the name kind of rings a bell. Were they on like Rock Band or something? The name vaguely rings a bell, but I don't remember. Yeah, I think I'm happy with where we're at. And yeah, I think I'll ship this to be mastered by my good buddy Smudge from Mastering in the Box. Um, and yeah, I think it sounds okay. I think it sounds a lot less congested now. Um, this is one thing I may come back to. This kind of longish. Like maybe doing something like that.
And find our way back home where our time has moved on, and we can change our names and wear disguise and watch the show go on. Are we?
Yeah, that seemed to have done the trick. And yeah, I think we'll ship this one and we'll do another mix of another song. The one that I started with and then kind of abandoned temporarily. We'll do that. Tomorrow, I think I'll do the mix from yesterday, the what's it called? The Warren Hewart mix thing. And then from next week, we'll do. Oh, there is no next week because I'm going to Vancouver next week. So then in the New Year's, we'll come back, we'll do new songs, all of that. Thank you, Daniel. That's nice. And if you have any like specific questions and stuff, let me know. I'm kind of looking in the new year to do, continue doing the Reaper stuff, but also some new stuff, some new cool stuff. So um, any ideas that anybody has for tutorials they want me to do or live streams they want me to do, let me know. I have a few ideas, and all the stuff we've been doing, I'm going to keep doing, but some new ideas will be fun too. Yeah, take care of yourselves, folks. Thanks for being with me. Philip, Daniel, Rumi, some other people came and went. Thanks to all of you. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon. Bye.